challenge you. I challenge you since you got up to this mic to try to challenge your girl, Kitty.
If I know that woman is a side chick, that woman could never be my friend. Let me reiterate this. If I know that woman is out here sleeping with somebody else's man or someone else's husband, I will never ever befriend that woman. Why? Because she's untrustworthy. Because she has no allegiance, because she has no integrity. If you will willingly and knowingly lay down with another woman's husband or another woman's man, you are someone that has very poor character or a very low self-esteem. And baby, either or a combination of the two is not a good mix. At least not a good mix for me. Because I know women who have slept with men just so they can feel like they're punishing another woman. Excuse me? I know women who are engaging with other people's man because they hope that that man leaves that woman or that man treats them in the same way that they're treating their spouse or their significant other. Y'all need to remember something. You are the company that you keep. The people that you surround yourself with is a very big indicator of who you are or what you will allow. So as for me and my circle, baby, ain't no side chicks around here. Because if you are willing to compromise your integrity, you'll also compromise mine. And I don't play that shit. Stay safe.
I dated a married man for 25 years. And we was friends for the next 20. When I met him, he told me he loved his wife. And he loved me. And baby, he treated me like a goddess, motherfucking queen. And I didn't with his household. His wife didn't even know I exist. Trust me when I tell you so. And if any motherfucker would have told the bitch to fuck up my good shit, I just don't know what would have happened when I fucked them up. I don't know what God would have done with their motherfucking soul. It's all about respect.
Tell us the truth!
All right, what's good, YouTube? It's your man, Book of AlphaRonomy, a.k.a. Doc BOA. Yep, I got time today. Men in this society don't understand how to properly gauge a woman's intent and also her self-value. So it's easy to get into a situation with a woman that overvalue her because you don't know and therefore can't accept the value she places on herself. Because a woman is never going to be anything more than what she truly views herself as. If she's a woman that views herself as someone who's only worth being intimate with, then that's what she's going to be best at. And if you try to put her in any other type of situation that requires more of her, then she's going to come up short because all of her energy is focused on being the best at what she's best at. That's why a woman will continue to go to school over and over and over to get as many multiple degrees and licenses in whatever chosen field that she has taken part in, and she'll keep going. Why? Because she just wants to be the best at that. So if a woman has none of that, and she's only good with using her body to get what she wants, she's going to become an expert at that. And that's where the side chick comes in. Now, the Tonight Conversation podcast is still moving forward and going right along. No matter what happened with Ace Metaphor and his former employees and the women who work for the show, it doesn't matter. It's still going on. And one lady on that show who I think deserves a little bit of respect is Kitty J. Rose. Now, she has always called women on their shit, and come to find out, she actually has a husband. And I'll be honest with you, she also does everything in her power to carry herself the right way. And this is vouched for by people who know her, people who speak on her. In this particular clip, there's a woman who has the audacity to stand up in front of the audience, in front of the panelists, and ask, why do people act like being a side chick is such a bad thing? Now, of course, she's naming women because, man, we don't really care about a side chick. You know, I mean, as long as you ain't married, the side chick, we don't care about a woman being a side chick. Most men who are married want a side chick or have a side chick, whether their woman knows about it or not. But this woman actually wants to know why people act like it's such a bad thing, and then she brags about the particulars of her situation. And man, when I tell you Kitty J. Rose cooked, man, listen, bro, just bring your plate. White people don't bring down that potato salad with them damn raisins in it, because she about to barbecue. Let's take a listen to this clip, man. We'll come back and chop it up on a real tip.
When somebody comes and asks a question about side chicks, why is it always so negative? And why is it like, oh, you guys are wrong or whatever? That man doesn't love you. That man's not going to leave his wife.
There's an argument that sometimes a side chick get the best of the man.
And I do.
Okay. Oh, my God. Are you a proud side chick?
I want you to be really honest.
Okay.
Are you her husband?
Absolutely.
Do you believe in God?
I do.
Oh, okay. There's a difference in believing in God and fearing God. I don't think that you fear God. because I don't think you understand the conviction that's being a person who is the person who is stepping into somebody's marriage. God does not approve of that. If you read that word, if you take in your daily bread, there will be a conviction. You think that this is just a book that works for you whenever you want it to work for you. That's not how it goes, baby. So for you to be able to say that you believe in God right now, that's the reason. If y'all really want to know why I'm passionate about this conversation, that's the reason. Because in my walk, I fear God. So every behavior that I have reflects on the godly principles and my fear of God. So I am never going to get up to no mic and say that I knowingly have stepped into somebody else's marriage, and I am okay with that. If the shoe was on the other foot, I guarantee you if the shoe was on the other foot. You talking about this woman doesn't approve of that. You causing pain to that woman as well. We as brothers and sisters of Christ, we are not supposed to be causing intentional pain on somebody else. So I challenge you, since you got up to this mic to try to challenge your girl, Kitty. I challenge you, okay? Because now you finna see 6'5" Grove side. I challenge you, honey. I challenge you. Maybe you need to fast so you can get that spiritual demon off of you. I challenge you.
Now, what you hear is a woman who doesn't have an ounce of morality. Whatever man she's dealing with, he doesn't even understand the damage that her negative energy is bringing into his life, and no doubt affecting his relationship with his wife. Now, I don't shun men for having a side chick. I don't. But I respect a man who has a wife and she knows that he has another woman. I respect that. I don't respect a man who has a side chick, but I understand a man's need to have one. Now, I'll say this. When a woman embraces a secondary position or a position of servitude, then that woman shouldn't really be shamed about it. Because what Kitty J. Rose is explaining is the situation that happens if a man sleeps with another man's wife. See, the same rules and regulations don't apply to women because there's not an expectation for women to be morally astute or spiritually sound. There's no expectation of that. God understands that a woman can only be as spiritually sound and morally astute as the man that guides her. So a woman leaves her godly father's home and goes into a godly husband's home. That's the plan. But even with Kitty J. Rose, you never heard her being this adamant about speaking about God and how she was living right and trying to be moral and trying to, live a righteous life. Not as much as you do now that she has a husband. Why? Because a woman is meant to follow the man that she's aligned with. The problem with a side chick is she's not aligned with any man. A side chick is a scallywag. A side chick is a Jezebel. And that's not bad or good. That's just true. So as a man, you have to understand the type of woman you're dealing with. Now, am I saying that there's no woman who has ever been a side chick that's good? No, I'm not saying that. But a lot of times women are side chicks and they don't even know it. And I've done consultations with women who are just finding out that the man that they thought was going to marry them, showed me the ring and everything, is already married. And so he's been selling her an entire dream that they're going to be married one day. Now, that's a low down dirty joker right there. So some women have gone through that where they didn't know they were a side chick. What we're talking about is the willing side chick. A woman who's willing to be a side chick is a woman that you need to be aware of in your life, because somebody somewhere is still going to marry that side chick woman. Somebody somewhere is still going to marry that woman with all of those kids. Let me tell you something, brother. If a woman has 3 kids, one of those kids is probably by a man that was already with someone. So she's got a side chick baby. If a woman has a side chick baby, you got to be not just aware, you have to be truly avoidant of that type of woman. Avoid her. No man has ever chosen her number one. If no man has ever chosen a woman number one and she's been with multiple men in her life, I'd be damned if I make her number one. She doesn't deserve to be number one. Any woman who deserves to be number one is number one, has been number one. And a lot of times you have women who have been put in the number one position and it's their shortest relationships because some women are just not equipped for that spiritually. If a woman has been traipsing around and using her body to get what she wants her entire life, she doesn't deserve to be anyone's wife ever at any point. That's just how it is, man. It's like a man who's done nothing but lay around and play Madden all day, hadn't even tried to come up on any type of hustle or develop any type of skill to pay the bills or anything. That man doesn't deserve a wife, not a respectful wife. He deserves to be the husband of a woman who takes care of everything and treats him like a boy. He deserves to be what Nick Cannon was to Mariah Carey. And Nick Cannon is a hustler. But that's what a man deserves, a woman who pulls rank on him. Just like a woman who's been all over the place, man, has been a woman who's willing to be a side chick is just willing to be with anybody for any reason as long as she can be compensated for it. And for a woman to brag and say she gets the best of a man, that's absolutely delusional. It's absolutely delusional. If a man is paying bills at home and you're living a lifestyle and all of the holidays and all of the special days that mean something to a woman, he's spending it with his wife. And you can only get the time that he can get away from her, his free time, his spare time. The fact that a woman would believe she's getting the best of a married man, you can never get the best of a married man. Just like you as a man, you can never get the best of a married woman. You can get what she has left to give when she's done giving at home, dog. You get the leftovers. Whatever you're getting in a situation like that, it's leftovers. And you know how low you have to be on yourself when you just accept that those leftovers are the best of someone. And let me tell you another thing. There's no telling what story a woman or man in this situation is getting from the person they're with. They could be talking about how terrible things are at home and just blah, blah, blah. And they're playing on your sensitivities. And they're allowing you to fester in the quagmire of filth that you live in mentally when you feel like you need to be needed by someone. You know what I'm saying? When you feel like you need to be a trash receptacle for someone's trash. When you feel like you need to be a toilet for someone's poop. When you feel like you need to be whatever someone needs to soak up their troubles. When in all actuality, most times people just want something different. Very few men have left their wives for their side chick. Very few women have left their husbands for their side dude. It almost never happens. And when it does, how are you going to ever trust someone that cheated on their spouse with you for all of those years once they become your spouse? They're not going to do it to you? Oh, you're so great, they're not going to do it to you. Well, maybe if you hadn't decided that you were going to be somebody's side damn chick in the first place, maybe you would get a level of respect. But the same way, a man can't trust you if you were his side chick. And here's the reason why. Just like you were cheated on your husband, you were cheating on me too. And I think that's the part that women don't get. You cheated on him, you cheated on me. You were sleeping with both of us, probably unprotected. So no woman, no man, anywhere should support the side chick or the side dude. Because those two people are the scum of the earth. And if you're a side chick or a side dude right now, you stink. Like this video on your way out if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. When you subscribe, click that notification bell. Make sure your notifications are on so you can be alerted to when I upload some more of this Prism of the Ism. And as always, Alpha's up, Beta's down. Peace.